Hi, Teacher Lina. Are you ready to answer 32 quick questions today?
Yes, of course. Okay, we're gonna walk to our studio today. So we're doing some questions, I think. So this is our sports club. And this is where my first studio came out to be. So, I mean, now we have two studios, but yeah, this is the entrance to our sports club. Yeah.
Teacher Lina, what is your favorite dance style?
Wow, that's like the first question. Is your favorite dance step? That would probably be a grand jeté. I love grand jetés. Or firebird.
How about your least favorite step to teach?
Also that. It's actually really hard to teach. It's hard to teach grand jetés. You don't even know where to start. You start with brushes and then you don't really know where to go from there sometimes. Yeah.
You teach from day to night. What's your favorite time of day to teach?
I like it around this time. I know it's kind of rainy right now. I mean, the pool looks really nice, but I like the evening. So it's the least time you're kind of sleepy. So, yeah.
Do you prefer ballet or contemporary?
Ballet, yeah. I didn't do contemporary till maybe after going to company, so I was always just doing ballet the whole time.
Can you share with us your essential warm-up move?
I think footwork is so important for warm-up, so I would just say essential is always have a tennis ball or like anything that you need to press on. So yeah.
Do you prefer coffee or tea during break?
I don't drink coffee, so tea, yes, every day.
What would you say is the messiest part of the studio?
Oh my gosh, my girls always leave cool fever notes, but they always leave cool fever notes down on their point shoes. So instead of like throwing them away, that's the messiest part of the studio. We're gonna get a drink right now because this is my favorite drink. Just for trivia, I love the frutas. You're part of my vlog. Is that okay? Okay.
What's your favorite prop to use?
Prop for class? Massage ball and my TheraBand. I love my purple TheraBand.
How about your most used playlist?
Everyone's most used playlist is Nate Fifield.
What's your best studio memory?
Here in the studio, sorry. It would probably be like when we'd have guests over. That's like one of our most favorites. Especially when we had Isabella back then, it was really fun.
Do you prefer having your hair in a bun or a ponytail?
In a bun, because it's always neater all the time.
We all know you have a huge collection of leotards. What's your favorite color?
Red. I love anything red and maroon. So yeah, I'm always in like red or maroon, like under my other, like today I'm in red. I love it. It's the color of confidence. So yeah.
Do you like dance shoes or prefer dancing barefoot?
Barefoot. Even if I love my ballet shoes, I love dancing barefoot.
For choreo, planned or freestyle?
Definitely, I would say it's better when things are planned because if you're not planning your choreographies, then you'll never know what's happening next. But I would say there's room for like improv or freestyle even in dance choreography. So you would plan it and then if it doesn't work, that's when you would freestyle maybe.
Pirouettes or jumps?
Yeah, jumps forever. As a jumper, and I don't hate pirouettes. I love chenets. I just don't like jumping so much. Wait, let me just get this. It's my favorite drink. Look, it has nata de coco and it's sugar-free, they say. It does taste sweet though. So we're going up now to the second floor. Super dark today. Usually around my birthday, it gets so gloomy. Maybe we can stay here.
What's your worst costume mishap?
I've had like my costume strap like come completely off on stage. So I had like a pas de deux and then the whole thing just snapped off, like gone. So I didn't know what to do, but I remember just tucking it in. Thankfully, I had a nude Leo in, so yeah.
Can you share with us? Can you you share with us your funniest student moment?
Just last week, one of my kids said, I need to poop. And so I had to let her go. And her mom wasn't there. I didn't know what to do, so she left her kid and I had to kind of bring her to the restroom. But she didn't actually need to poop. So there.
What's your most overplayed song?
For me, it's probably my recent discovery, the Nare Records, something like that. It's a Korean playlist for ballet. Probably right now, that's my go-to.
Are you an early bird or night owl?
I'm both because I don't sleep. So I'm awake and I'm also asleep kind of in weird times.
What's your go-to snack?
This is a snack. This is my go-to snack right now, at least. And probably, I love having like little rice crackers from, like my mom brings them home from Tokyo, so I just have one pack in my bag all the time.
What's the best tip you can give for beginners?
Just go for it. Don't be scared to like try. Because I think most of the times beginners ask me immediately like how many adults there are, but I think that shouldn't be your question. It should just be for you. So I know it's scary, but just try.
How do you fix shaky turns?
Shaky turns, just stretch your knees and pull up. And a lot of your butt, you have to be like always lifted.
What's the most favorite theater you've been to?
That's so hard because the nicest theater I would say I've been to is the Paris Opera House, and it's the oldest in the world. But I would say my most favorite, I don't know if that's heard, my most favorite is probably the Mariinsky. No matter what, it still kind of tops like all the theaters. So we're kind of near the studio, but I won't go in because there are people inside and there is a class. But yeah, Mariinsky for sure. Like I remember going in and I was halfway into tears. So I remember thinking, oh my gosh, I'm going in the Mariinsky. And then when you see the actual theater and like the ceiling, you just never forget that.
Can you share with us how you beat pre-show nerves?
Pre-show nerves, like how to deal with nerves. I love to sing, so I definitely, I don't know, it kind of is calming, so I'll try to hum some things sometimes before I start dancing.
Every day is different. How do you fix a bad dance day?
Go to dance class. I think even when you're bad dancing days, it's better to be dancing than not. So even if your day is bad, as long as you're dancing, it kind of solves a lot of things. At least for me, I've always loved the feeling of being in the studio. So if I'm having a bad day, maybe I'll just lie down on the side of the studio, but I'll be thinking about how grateful I am I'm still here doing what I love. So.
Mirror or no mirror?
Of course we love our mirrors, but ideally as a teacher, no mirror is better. So yeah, it's better to feel things rather than to always be staring at yourself in the mirror.
Do you prefer performing solo or as a group?
I love group dances. I can't give them up. As much as I love solos, I think group dances are where you grow the most. So, yeah.
What's one advice from a teacher you will never forget?
One advice from a teacher. Someone is always better than you. And so you have to work harder. That's my favorite advice. I'll never forget it because, and it sounds kind of like mean to yourself, but I think it's a good reminder that you always have to be on your toes. Well, not always to the point that you're a bit insane, but I think it's always important to know that you have to be a bit more humble and you know that a lot of people have something to bring. So yeah, that's it.
As someone who handles 2 studios, what's a studio rule you'll never compromise on?
Being tardy. And probably I like ballet basics. So I think the bare minimum has to just be early and like be neat and punctual. Yeah. It doesn't necessarily have to be like bun or like completely posh, but I think you just have to have the basics done, be respectful respectful, be humble. I mean, dance is a really humble art and not also. So, you have to really make sure you're grounded at all times, I think. Yeah.
We know a lot about your dance side. How about your favorite non-dance hobby?
Do I have a non-dance hobby? No, I do. I like to swim. And of course, I like playing with my dogs. So if that's considered a hobby, going out and traveling maybe is one of my favorites. And eating a lot of things lately, yeah.
Aside from your ballet studio, what is your favorite place here in Celebrity Club?
Oh, that's a good one. I have a feeling we should sit down though. Should we move? Or maybe we could be by the tennis court. So yeah. So I'm just gonna go by the tennis courts. This is my favorite place to sit in the club, by the way, because it's nice to just watch the tennis people, and it's quite cool here, so the air kind of comes in really nicely. There, this is like my favorite spot. Not the ballet studio, but here, in the club at least.
And to wrap up with question number 32, what dream travel destination would you like for a dance workshop?
Oh, for the girls, it's definitely St. Petersburg. I wish that we were able to go when we had the chance. I mean, it's really hard right now because of the war and everything. It's quite sensitive, and I don't really also intend to go back yet, even if I haven't finished like fully my studies. But next to that, we're going to Paris in like 50 days, I think. So it's quite exciting for part of my girls. But I would really say I'd love to go to St. Petersburg with the girls. If not, right now I'd love to go to Tokyo with them, just so that we could relive like some of our Japan trips before. So we used to do a lot of Japan trips with the studio. We'd watch ballets. So I think I'd love to do that again with like my whole studio. It's just that I don't know how that would work with such a big studio now. I mean, like this recital alone, like I just counted earlier, we were 120 participants. And that's not even including the people who are still signing up and haven't signed up. So I actually think it's quite exciting, but also it's like a lot of work. Yeah, but it's really humbling. It's been really great like with the studio. So there.
That was 32 quick questions with Teacher Lina.
Thank you guys. Hope you guys can catch our next Swan Lake show and whatever else we have in store with the studio.